Spent so much of my life trying to fix myself, trying to outrun my past, trying to hide my scars, trying to carry weights I was never meant to carry. And every time I thought I had control, I fell apart again. Then I realized something. Maybe I was never meant to save myself. Maybe I needed someone greater than me. Yeah. I remember nights staring at the ceiling in the dark, trying to find a reason why my world was falling apart, carrying regrets that left permanent marks, looking for a light while I was lost among the sparks. Everybody saw a smile, nobody saw the fear, nobody heard the conversations that were happening in my ears. I built my identity around achievements and success, thinking if I worked hard enough I'd finally feel blessed. But every goal I reached left another emptiness, and every victory somehow added more stress. The truth is I was drowning while pretending I could swim, trying to be my own savior, trusting only me again. But the deeper that I sank, the weaker I had been, and I finally cried out, God, I need you to step in. I thought faith was for people who had everything together, not broken souls trying to survive stormy weather. But then I opened up my eyes and started reading letters written by a God whose love remains forever. I saw Peter sink beneath the waves of fear, saw David battle giants while God stayed near, saw Paul in prison still worship through tears. And suddenly my struggles didn't seem so strange here, because the Bible wasn't written for perfect people. It was written for the wounded and the weak and the sinful, for people just like me who felt completely defeated, yet found grace when they believed they didn't deserve it. And for the first time in years I felt hope in my chest, not because my life was fixed, but because God hadn't left. Still the battles didn't vanish overnight, still had anxiety trying to steal my peace at night, still had questions when I couldn't see the light, still had moments when my faith was in a fight. But every time I fell, God picked me off the ground. Every time I got lost, His mercy came around. I learned His love wasn't based on perfection, wasn't based on performance or flawless direction. It wasn't something earned through endless correction, it was a gift through Christ's death and resurrection. See, Jesus carried burdens I could never survive, paid a debt on the cross so my soul could be alive. When I look at Calvary, I realize the greatest act of love happened when He sacrificed. There were days I wanted to quit, days I wanted to run, days I wondered if God still called me His son. Looking at my failures, looking at my shame, thinking I had fallen far too deep to use His name. But then I remembered the prodigal son who wasted everything and still wasn't done. The father saw him coming and began to run. That's the kind of grace that leaves you overcome. See, God didn't wait for me to clean my life, didn't wait for me to finally get things right. He met me in the darkness of my longest night and showed me live shines the brightest light. Now I see people carrying invisible chains, smiling in public while hiding private pain, trying to save themselves but ending up restrained, walking through storms underneath the pouring rain. Maybe that's you listening right now, wondering if God could ever help somehow. Maybe you're exhausted from pretending you're okay. Maybe you've been fighting battles every day. Maybe you've been praying but feel miles away. Maybe you're one step from giving up today. Please hear this. God sees every tear you've cried alone. He hears every prayer you've whispered when nobody knows. And even when you feel abandoned on the road, He's closer than you realize. Today I'm standing here with scars I still carry, not perfect, not fearless, not extraordinary, but saved by a Savior whose love is necessary. The author of hope when life gets scary. I still have struggles, I still have fears, I still have moments when my vision isn't clear. But now I know where my strength comes from. Now I know where my help comes from. Now I know who fights my battles when they come, because I couldn't save myself. if he could change me, he could change anyone. So if you're broken, come to him. If you're tired, come to him. If you're carrying a weight too heavy to hold, come to him. Because salvation was never about being strong enough. It was never about being good enough. It was always about Jesus. And that's why I can't save myself.